Welcome everyone, it's Minitron, and today we're gonna continue watching my artist 3K streak, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so I spawned on this third board, which is a pretty big map. The build I'm running now is pretty strong. It's Tananophobia that slows down repairs mostly, and also a couple of other actions based on the amount of people who are injured. Score Shook Pain Resonance, Pop Goes the Weasel, and Corrupt. Here the Nia, I don't know why she vaulted that window. She had no reason to. We have Ace nearby. Oh, and she uses Death Heart. I could have probably done better with the path in there. Anticipating her to go for that pallet. Maybe I could have caught her before she dropped it. I know could have won me a bit of seconds, but it's still relatively quick down, so I should be good here. I'm gonna see that this gen is the most progressed one, and here I see scratch marks, and they immediately go for the rescue. I decide to tunnel this girl a bit. Maybe not the wisest decision, considering she could have like PT, DS, and so on and so forth. I just didn't see this other guy immediately, so that's probably why. Okay, so I play Pop to this gen while this Ace is still cornered. Oh, it's not an Ace, it's an Ash, sorry. From the Evil Dead. This bird expired right as I broke that pallet, so that's unfortunate. There was no hit there. Now he should be a bit cornered here. That was almost a hit. That was an edge of the hitbox. There should be a hit too. Yeah, it is. Now it's a bit tricky to know where he went. At this point, I just try to understand where exactly he went and keep zoning him out, because now when I actually go for him, he gets to hold forward, but I probably needed to do that sooner. I kinda just zoned him out forever. He's just gonna stay there. Okay, so here was a Nia who I hooked before, who's the primary target right now. She doesn't have decisive anymore, so I should absolutely go for her instead of picking up this guy. No, that's a bad decision. That's an immediate mistake. This Nia is second hook, and switching to her right now would have been so convenient. Yeah. Instead I carry this guy all across the map. No, the gens they're working on are very far. Could have sent some birds to that gen to slow it down a bit. No, I'm not sure I can stop it. Okay, apply pop to this gen. And where did Nia go exactly? Probably she went to the shack, right? I just kind of find her now. I should have followed her. I can't afford to lose survivors like that. Maybe she's hiding behind the shack, maybe she... Oh, she switched to this gen actually. Yeah. I should have made sure that she was going for shack, but when she saw me kicking that gen, she actually took her time to run away, and now she's looping around a very strong window. So at this point I'm already making a lot of mistakes, and if survivors capitalize on them, it's gonna be really hard to win this. There's another very strong window. He just dodges this bird, or she. I thought she was going for this window, but instead she loops around this. This is looking really bad. This is looking really bad. She got another safe pallet here. Yeah, so I'm making a mistake after mistake. It's not looking very great. This says though, second hook, giving me a free hit. He doesn't have any pause here, I don't think. Maybe there's still one pallet upstairs, but two downstairs in the main building I broke. I could have gone for the basement, but instead I go for the scorch hook, which is debatable. To be around 2 gens. I failed to catch that Nia and failed to make good decisions in chase and outside of chase. For example, when I popped that gen right in front of her, that gave her so much distance on me, which resulted in her getting to main building, which is really strong on this map. Now I'm trying to control the gens with the birds. And at this point I probably need to tunnel out this ash to make sure that I can probably convert this game. But no one is... Yeah, I need to risk the decisive at this point. He does have it. Friendly teabagging. Okay. And he starts to pre-drop pallets, understanding that he needs to stay alive as long as possible. And I switch for Claudette. No. He's actually running here also. Yeah. I should not switch for other people now, but I can't afford to hit them because of Thanophobia. This bird is very questionable. I cannot really know when he passes that doorway. There was a kind of a blind spot. And now I just miss. Now he's gonna make it to pallet. No, since he runs here. Oh, and I miss. I forgot about the death heart. That's crucial. He was down here, but instead now, if he wins a mind game on this pallet, it's gonna be so bad. And here he goes down finally. So I could have wrapped this down much faster. And this is not looking great. I assume that the last gens are gonna get finished in very close time. If I manage to stop this gen with pop though, I will have a bit of time. But I fail. They finished this one. And I think they're about to finish the last one too. I want to have a couple of hooks. I think I only have a hook on Nia. All these other guys have first hook. I should probably switch to another gen. Not sure at this point, I'm already losing. And here this mech understands that I need to slug her to actually get 3 kills. So she hops into a locker, which is an insanely good play. I was not expecting that from her at all. And now I indeed need to slug her. But by going to that locker, she won her team a bit of time. That's a very useful trick which smart survivors do. Claudette is down here though, but the Megan is already picked up. No gates are open though, so it is possible for me to come back. Here's Nia. It would have been better to find a Megan here, but I'm not complaining. At least I found someone, and they're not going for the faraway gate. Here I get a hit, but she can now sprint across the entire map. And I'm not sure if they're picking up or they're opening gates. I scout a bit with the bird. That shot wasn't very accurate too, because I'm in a hurry. Now they picked up, and I need to down 2 of them here. They're both injured. Now I wait out the death heart. And there's another injured girl here, who just disappears. who just disappears. That's insane. If I managed to down her here, she was injured. She was injured. I could have won this game if I just found her. She just disappeared. I literally was just watching now and watching then, and I just don't know. I just don't know where she is. Okay, somehow I down this Claudette, and I hope to down them again. But they're just splitting up. A healthy person is opening gates while the other person is just running around, and he's gonna go and pick up this girl. There's no need to release that bird, because I saw that she was letting go of the gate at that point. Now I probably need to go for them to pick up. And yeah, they also had a boon here. So if they want to quickly heal up in the end game, they have a source for that. They have an infinite healing. It's really hard. It's really hard to do something. I did have a moment though. I did have a moment where I had them both down. And now I have them down again. I'm trying to find them on the gates. But they're... yeah, they are on this gate. And this gate should be 99 at this point. I force her to open it and go back. But this time while I was absent, gives them probably enough time to pick up this girl again. And that girl heals up with a boon again. I managed to re-down Megan again, but because I took so long to go across the map to push that gates, it's very hard. Then again, I could have crawled those two injured people in that corner near the gates, and that would have probably been the win, right? Here I understand that they both probably at the gates, so if I go there, I'm just gonna push them out. I need to get, I need them to go for the rescue again, and to mess up a bit. And I try to look for the scratch marks, but I just don't see anything. Here they try to body block. I actually make it with the death heart. If not for the death heart, I think she would have been hit. And now they body block again. And now they body block again. Yeah. If they want, they're both healthy because of they can heal very fast with the boon. They don't want to leave her behind, but they probably need to. At this point, I just realize that I need to destroy this boon, or else they're going to keep healing for free. This Claude is healthy. I really need them to make a huge fuck up at this point. Die to the end game or something. This death heart gives this girl just enough distance for me to go to the main building, and then those girls are picked up and they're at the exit gate. Yeah, at this point they're not trying to rescue that girl because the endgame collapse is very near. And here try to down her from the other side so that she would maybe get stuck and I could pick her up, but no, it doesn't happen. So I lose this game. Crazy game, but I think I know where I made the mistakes. So first off, when the Nia, who was already hooked, get right in front of me where I had a downed ace, I should switch to her immediately because she could not have had decisive at that point, and that would have granted me a person who would be dead on hook very soon. So when I hooked ace, I probably hooked him in the wrong place because I needed to protect the other gens. I went for the scorch hook, which was pretty greedy, and then I had to go across the entire map to pressure the gens that I actually needed to defend. And then I kicked that gen, but I didn't make sure that the Nia was cornered, and she instead went for the other gen nearby, and she got a good distance on me, and that allowed her to loop me in the main building, which is really strong in this map. And yeah, I made a couple of big mistakes in chase where survivors were crawled a bit, but I misread the scratch marks, or I wanted to zone them out too much and allow them to get back into the map. And the same thing happened in the end game. They just stealthed me around in some weird corner, and that allowed them to get undead zoned and after all win the match. Also, great plays from that Megan, I think, who jumped in the locker to avoid slugging. And I could safely say that this team played very well and they deserved the win.